curious when you're talking about the depression. I was curious how postpartum depression comes in there. We were kind of
Postpartum?
smacked in the face with that a couple of years ago with one of my children, and never it was that's a real thing because it was just like
Mhm.
childbirth, and she's a totally different person, and what in the world is going on, and to the point that her husband was getting scared and was asking me to, can you please drive over to the house? I'm scared. She's not answering the phone. And it was a real scary time. And I don't even know. I mean, we got somebody, a friend from church, from my church, to come talk to her, somebody we thought she'd listen to encourage her to go back to her OB because the OB saw something was up.
Yeah, so
I have no idea what they gave her, but whatever they did, she did a lot better. I don't know if they leveled out her hormones or what they did, but it was like night and day.
yeah,
Again, just like a switch was flipped when she had the baby and a switch was flipped when she went into the OB. I don't know what they did or how long they did it. She wouldn't even talk to her husband about it.
okay. Yeah, there's multiple contributing factors. One big one is essential fatty acid status. So essential fatty acids are things like omega-6s and omega-3s. And omega-3s are, most people know them as fish oils, but there are natural anti-inflammatory fatty acids, and they're essential fatty acids, meaning essential, we can't make them, so we must consume them or we won't get them. Okay. And the omega-3s are, especially DHA, which is the cognitive or brain-based one, is very important. Obviously for mom, she needs it because it's essential. She can't make it. But then when she's breastfeeding, baby needs it for baby's nervous system development. And even if mom goes into breastfeeding, suboptimal or deficient, baby's still going to get whatever it is she has. So breastfeeding will drive her more deficient. And going deficient in that can drive that postpartum depression because now we're lacking, the brain's 60% fat. If we're lacking key essential fats that we need and we're not getting them through our diet, then, you end up having brain function that isn't what you want, in this case, postpartum depression. It's also, so that's an essential fatty acid example. It's possible that, postpartum, if she were to hemorrhage during the birth or lose a lot of blood for any reason, iron might be playing a role, and iron is a key nutrient to the entire body, but the brain takes 20 to 30% off the top metabolically, even at rest. So iron carries oxygen. The brain can't function without oxygen. So if she had an iron issue leading to an oxygenation issue, that could contribute to postpartum depression via a hypoxic inflammatory cause. If she had gestational diabetes, say, or blood sugar issues, again, glucose, the brain needs glucose to function well. There's through pregnancy, the immune system is changing phenotypes by trimester. So it's possible that if her immune system was off balance going into pregnancy, flip flop, she could have flopped, say, into a less advantageous immune phenotype, which drives her inflamed, and that inflammation drives some depression postpartum wise. And then 8 to 12% of births end up in postpartum Hashimoto's disease, which is thyroid autoimmunity, and a thyroid autoimmunity that drives hypothyroidism, and depression, anxiety is not uncommon with that. So maybe that was contributing, or it plausibly could contribute as well.